Hello everyone, this is Lolly. Today I want to sort of remake a video I did before just to give you better information. And this is all about making buttons, badges, Flair. Everyone calls it something different. I mostly refer to them as Flair, but usually buttons too. So I don't think I ever call them badges. These are the 1-inch size. Okay, so while I'm talking about button making, I am going to be showing you close up some of the buttons or Flair that I have made. And people say, where do you get your images? The first ones I'm going to show you were ones that I purchased the images on Etsy. There's a world map. And so there are a whole lot of images. If you want to go to Etsy, you should research 1.313 Flair, and these will come up. Okay. So last year, a friend of mine was buying a machine, and at first I wasn't too sure I was going to be interested in making these, because when I looked at the cost of the machines, I thought that was kind of prohibitive. They list at about $300, so I did my research at that point and learned a lot of things, which I'm going to be sharing with you. One thing you want to do is make sure you get American made, and now I'm switching over to some Flair that I grabbed some images from online to make. Okay, so you want an American-made button machine, mostly because we're seeing that, let's see if I can get that shining out of there. We're seeing that the ones that are made in China are inconsistent on their sizes. They don't have the longevity as far as lasting as long as they should. A lot of them do not sell replacement parts, meaning that what you need to make these. And anyway, they say that their sizes match the 1-inch button, but they don't. So when you run out of the equipment and you go to buy some American made, they really don't fit and don't work in that machine. Some of them also, I found out, don't even come assembled. The machines don't come assembled, and they don't give you instructions on how to assemble it. So if you decide you want to get a button making machine and you look on Amazon because you want the best deal possible, you will find some button machines that are about $150 or even some less. But look at all the reviews on them. They may have 2.5 stars, some even 3, but I think they're people who aren't using it very much, because they really aren't lasting that long. And like I said, once they run out of the supplies, they're finding that they can't get replacement parts. Okay, and these are ones that I used images from the Silhouette Design store. Okay, get that turned around. All right, so the American-made machine that's really the most dependable that we know about is from a company called T-Cree, and they sell on different places. I know they sell on American Button Machine, and they sell on Button Boys websites. These are some images that I actually designed myself in the Silhouette Design Studio. I know I'm switching subjects on you. I'm sorry. And these are ones just using decorative papers, a variety of them. So, back to the button making machine though. Turn this around too. Even though they list for $300, you're going to find that, for instance, American Button Machine sells it for $218, Button Boy sells it for $230. I know if you get it from American Button Machine that they offer free shipping on machines when you buy it as a kit, meaning a machine plus the supplies to make your Flair. I'm not sure about Button Boy. I think that there is shipping on that. Both of those companies are on Facebook. So if you follow them, I know they've done giveaways, they've done coupons, so it's worth checking into. Okay, so what happened, and I had said I wasn't going to get a machine because I thought it was kind of pricey. But then, lo and behold, my friend Tesla sent me her machine that she wasn't using anymore. This is American Button Machine Model 100. And they don't have any that make more than one size button made in the U.S. The Chinese ones have some, but again, they were saying that they were breaking down. So this is, like I said, American Button Machine Model 100. So my friend gave it to me. And at the time, my life was very crazy, and I was having a hard time with being overwhelmed and doing too much. So I left it in the box, knowing I would definitely get to this someday, right? And like I said, since I'd researched it, I knew about them, and I knew that I had a really good model, and I had all the supplies I needed. but I just felt like I couldn't get to it. And then one day, Lorrie Noonamaker posted a video just demonstrating how she makes her Flair. And it was finally the inspiration I needed, or the kick in the hiney, to get mine out of the box and start using it. So I wanted to share with you what I had learned in my research and the joy of button making that I've gotten, because I tell you, once you start, you can't stop. It is so fun and addicting. This machine is very heavy. It's almost like cast iron. I'm not sure what it's made out of. It's about 7 pounds, weighing on a home scale, and you can see it flips one way and the other. When the handle's away from you, this side is for your design and this side is for your back. And so I like to put my supplies on the according side. So they have shells. And you have to make sure you're separating them. Shells are a rounded dome piece. You put that round side up. Pick an image that you've cut with 1.313 inch hole punch. Now I know Button Boy sells these. They're also on eBay and on Etsy. I have used a 1 1/4 inch circle punch, but what happened? The paper's not quite wide enough to really go down and make a seal, and so I was ruining about half of them until I went ahead and got this, and now it's perfect almost every time. So you put the shell in there, and then your image, and I already shared with you some places to get some images, and then you're going to grab a piece of Mylar. You can see what that looks like. And I always have to make sure I'm only grabbing one by doing that. And then you need a back. If you want a flat back like crafters use to glue into something, or if you want a hollow back so you can put a pin in it or a magnet, you would use what's called a collet. Okay, I'll show you those. So I'm getting one of each. So there's a collet, and there is the flat back. Let's do a flat back first. Right there, and it goes cup side up. You spin it around until it stops. It doesn't lock in place, so sometimes I just hold on to it, pull that down forcefully, swing it around, pull it down again, and you've got your flat back button. And that's an image that I designed as well. So we're going to do one with a collet now. Put your shell in, dome side up. This one I created says no whining. Okay. Mylar. The collet also goes cup side up. Smush it and smush it. And so now you have a hollow back one. Okay, so the magnets for a hollow back they have two different kinds. One is really fat. I've seen these at Hobby Lobby at the cash register. It does have a little piece of tape you can remove and put it in there. If you really want a solid grip, then use some E6000. This one, when you put it in, sticks up a little bit from the magnet, as you can see there. This one is called the Perfect Fit, and I've seen these at Button Boy, but not at other stores. So here's the difference between the two of them. See if you can see the difference. This one sticks out. And so I have a pendant that I use, and I interchange the magnets on it. And I need those big ones that stick out for a better fit, because I got it from Magnabilities, and it's got a really deep cup in it. And so these ones work better with the regular magnet. The ones that are the flat ones will work, but then I have a very hard time getting them back out. So what I've done since then is I've also gotten some pendants that I can sell in my shop now, and these ones take the Perfect Fit. And these also work great on refrigerators and anywhere else you want a magnet. So that's those. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please leave me comments below. I will include you links to where you can get machines, and I do not get any kickbacks at all from those machines. I'm just telling you about them. I'll leave you a link to my shop, and I will definitely give you a link to Lorrie Noonamaker's video on her using her machine. I just felt like I love this piece of equipment and wanted to share my joy with you all. You have a blessed day and get crafting.